Like, I don't think anyone was more surprised than me that the thing I hated the most became my purpose. I've always heard it said in a way that the person gets the diagnosis, but the family gets the disease. And I think that's
Oh, that's a
sums it
good.
up so well, because it does become a family affair. It takes everyone. And we were fortunate because our kids were all older and already out of the house. So you guys are in a very different season of life with that. And um, I always consider myself lucky because I got to focus 100% on Jim as we went through it. And you guys are trying to be still the parent and everything else about life that still happens. People think, oh, you can just care for them. And it's like, no, life is still moving on.
It's the anticipatory grief. It's
Yes.
the grief that the life that you wanted to leave is not there, or
Yeah.
it's already stilted. Is that how it feels? And so you feel like you're in a rush to get to that end point before you can't. But you guys have seen me traveling and doing as much as I can with Juan, because that's exactly what I don't want to have regrets. But
Mhm.
we all should be living our life like that, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
You know,
Even
a
without a
disease shouldn't.
diagnosis. Yeah.
Exactly. A disease shouldn't force you to realize that, which is sad because many of us are in that boat. We don't realize what we have until we have
Hmm.
something to focus us on a timeline.
How has ALS shifted, or how did it shift your relationship dynamic?
From the beginning, Juan and I have always tried to be equal partners as best we can, right? For me, it's the whole he is still my husband. He is still the man mentally that I've married. Even better actually now, because he's found a purpose and he's found a voice with his writing. Um, but it's a marriage. It's a love. We love each other, but it's not the marriage that I would have had. Maybe, I don't know.
Going to a counselor right away after we got the diagnosis, and she said that her parents she went into this counseling because her father had been diagnosed, so she started counseling, and she was trying to make me feel better by saying that her parents found that they drew even more close together in this disease. And I just remember being so, like, I was like, I don't need to be closer to, I'm already as close as I can get to this guy. Like, you're telling me I should feel better because ALS is going to bring us closer. But it's weird. So I remember at that moment not liking her, and thinking that was a stupid thing to say. But really watching it over time go, like, from something I thought we couldn't have been any closer. And a lot of people would think when you're caregiving for somebody and doing all the things you have to do when you get to those stages, that your love would maybe sort of start to, and ours, I literally would say our love grew more every day. And I think I'm sure that's not true for everyone, but I think the three of us are good examples of that, and how it's just one of those, I don't know, little pieces of hope that I would give to someone that says, you aren't going to feel, I mean, you can be such a team in this. I think you have to be such a team that it just brings it all that much closer.
After this journey, do you feel like you lost a piece of yourself?
Hmm.
And what kind of helps you come back to that, or have you found a new piece
Yeah.
of yourself, a new facet
Yeah. I
that you
mean,
didn't know before?
I think that's what the benefit of time gives us, right? I mean, it'll be it'll be my 5th anniversary of losing him here in May. And I definitely lost a piece of me. I Not only a piece of me, but I thought about it this way. It's like when you lose your person, you not only lost who you loved, you lost who you were with them. Because
Oh,
alone, I'm somebody different than I was with him.
yeah.
And so I had to learn who I was again by myself. And it's one of those weird, I guess, gifts that can come out of loss or something, is that sometimes it strips you of everything you thought you needed and that you loved, and shows you pieces of you that you never knew were there. And that's been the biggest eye-opening thing for me. And you don't, it takes a while to feel that. Um, because when he died, I felt like I died. Like, it was just like, I'm done. Like, that's who I was. That's but again, both staying in this fight of the ALS stuff and just, again, the benefit of time and allowing myself, giving myself grace to just grow and evolve. Here I am staying in this fight. And because of that, I've learned so much, and I have a whole new family. I mean, like, you and your guys are, two of the people that I lay awake at night thinking about. Like, these are why we have to find, the cure for this thing. And I think about, if this hadn't happened and I just continued on my business path and whatever, it's like, I'm sure life would have been fine. Life would have probably been great because I would have still had Jim and all that's great. But I have greatness in different ways now. And it's being able to, like, fight for others and meet other people like this and just become family, because that's what ALS is. And you guys, I know you all feel the same thing, but it's a weird sort of unspoken bond that comes with this disease, that we all know what each other are going through. We know the pain of this thing. We know how bad we want to, a cure, and how unacceptable this is. And it's a bond that I've never seen it anywhere else.
When I think of you and the other folks, women, men that are in this, that have lost someone, and know that every day you think about it because you want to help those of us that are going through it now, it's remarkable. And I think about, gosh, am I going to be able to do that? Like, am I going to be able to continue to live in this difficult world after, if I lose person? Like, I admire you and am so grateful that.
And it's so funny because I feel just the opposite. I feel so grateful that you all let me into your lives and try to, add any hope or joy that I can when I can. And it's literally a blessing. It has helped me through my grief. It has helped me continue to realize that I don't have the future that I thought I was going to have, but I have a future, and it's a future worth living all the same. So I don't ever want anyone to feel like I need to be thanked, or I am looking for some sort of gratitude, because in fact, it's literally the opposite. I feel that staying in it and finding people like you guys has been probably the biggest thing that has helped me in my grief, which is really weird. The disease that took your person is now helping you through your grief. And I can't even make sense of it when I think about it, but it's true.